Nykaa. Everyone does makeup shopping nowadays from that application. Means it offers a wide range of makeup products. And Falguni Nayar, at the age of 54, she started her own company. She was in a well-paid job and her position was very high. But she left at the age of 54 and started her own company because she wanted freedom. She wanted control on her own self. She didn't like that anyone controlled her life. Because of that, at the age of 54 also, she started. So if she can start, then why not you and me? Age is just a number. We just need to start a first step. We just need to climb the first step to the success. It's okay if you can't be the star of the sky. It's absolutely okay. But we can be the guiding lamp of our house. If we'll start looking us, our sisters, our mother or our auntie, anyone can look at us and they can start. We always give examples for our sister that I want my sister or my cousin or my mother to be like this. हम लोग हमेशा दूसरों के लिए example बोलते हैं, but we never think that why I can't be like this. I also want to be like Falguni Nayar. We never think like that way. We always set example for others. So we just need to change that. Age is just a number because at the age of 54, if she can, then we also can. Everyone must have heard about Cinderella, that in one night she was rich because of one sandal. But it's not possible that in one night everyone can be rich. There is for each and every female member or for any member, there is their own comfort, own fitting shoes available. But you need to start. You need to plan from now and get to it to be rich or that level. Because in one night, no one can be that rich or you can't reach that position. You have to start from the beginning. There is one Cinderella one shoes for Cinderella for every one of us. We just need to find that. Everyone's shoes is different, everyone's size is different. My choice is different, your choice is different. My goals are different, your goals are different. Maybe I want something like I want car, or your goal may be different, your priority may be different, you want something else. So your planning and my planning will be different. So everyone has one unique style. These are the female colleagues we work together in our office. And our office is headed by operations department and research department by females. The females they are the head of the department of the operations and research. In research department, 3 girls, they make plan for around 2000 crore AUM, 300 families in Northeast. In our office, our youngest colleague is around 22 years old. She started working at the age of 18. Her goal is to free her father from the burden of marriage, because in Marwari, usually the burden of marriage is very huge. Marwari people spend a lot in their marriage functions and family gifts and all that. So she want to free her father from that. We call her Chota Packet Bada Dhamaka because we get to learn so much things from her. She inspires her in lot of ways. Similarly, in our office, the research department or the operations department, females, they are the female-dominated departments where you can see females working and others asking their help for their plans, and they plan for each and every family differently. Hearing the goals and priorities of their family, they make plans for each and every family or each and every person. So if they can, we also surely we can. We can also be fit in this frame. The epitome of moon. Everyone must have heard about the lunar cycle. It starts from the new moon and ends to the new moon day. The full moon to the new moon day. Similarly, with girls, we are also example of the lunar cycle. Today, we surely by hearing we'll think that from tomorrow I'll start. We'll give a fresh start and I'll surely do. I'll learn about the finance, I'll work in the office and study each and every day. We'll work. Okay, then next step is that in between somewhere our household work comes and it restricts ourselves, it restricts me to get to move ahead. I started from a fresh mind that no, today I will go and study about finance, but that household work or the children's homework somewhere restricted myself. After that, it was complex for me because I had to manage the household work also and I wanted to do finance also. So it became a complexity for me that how I'll do this all things together. And when the things get complex, it usually gets boring. We feel that, oh, now I feel so bored, I don't want to do it now. And then in our mind, as usual, it is totally fit and the client is already said that he will take care of the finance. I don't need to study now. Let me prioritize my other works. And as usual, the male members will say, ड्राइविंग एंड फाइनेंस ये तुमसे ना हो पाएगा, ये तुम्हारा डिपार्टमेंट नहीं है. यूजुअली फॉर ड्राइविंग ऑल्सो वी वुमेन्स आर ऑलवेज मीन्स वी अंडर एस्टिमेटेड दैट नाउ वुमेन्स कांट ड्राइव. एंड सिमिलरली इन द फील्ड ऑफ फाइनेंस ऑल्सो वी वुमेन्स आर ऑलवेज अंडर एस्टिमेटेड. एंड we feel guilty because we can't focus. What we want to do, we can't focus on that. And for that we are guilty. And at the end, we just set in our mind that it is not my cup of tea. So similarly, we started with the full moon and at the end there was no moon. Like पूर्णिमा का चांद से शुरुआत होकर अमावस की चांद. That is the lunar cycle for us. Other factors which restrict women to go in the field of finance is fear, envy, guilt and shame. Fear that, oh, if I lose the money, what will happen? There is one fear it restricts everyone. That नहीं, ये मेरे से नहीं होगा. हमेशा एक वो डर रहता है मन में that ये मेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा. फिर envy. She have so much, I don't have. Her plan is this, my plan is this. She gets return on her mutual fund this much, but my returns are less. We always envy ourselves from others. We need to forget that because her returns, her planning, her priorities are different. My goal, my priorities, my plan is different. And then guilt. Somewhere or the other, when we have begun, maybe we have lost some money, and because of that guilt, we can't restart. We can't start again. Shame. What others will say if I lose that money? We always feel that shame and that fear in our mind, which stop ourselves, which stop women to go ahead in the field of finance.
I first started an online accessory store, and then I started a clothing store, but both failed miserably. Then I took up a professional baking course in the hopes that I would start a baking business. Then another year I took a stint in wedding planning as well. But I felt like it wasn't my calling. And there were so many other small businesses that I tried in between. But despite all the setbacks and failures, I was undeterred to find my calling. And of course, I'm truly grateful to my husband for giving me the freedom to allow me to experiment with myself and to find out who I wanted to be. And of course, but with all the losses and failures, he did tell me that whatever you do, this is going to be your last venture. But thankfully, it turned out to be Beauty Barn. So I started Beauty Barn in 2016 October as a home-based business. And in 2017 February, I started my Instagram store. And then with the help of my husband, in December 2017, we launched our website. And then I was handling the entire operations with 3 kids and my family. I have 3 kids, so with 3 kids, handling 3 kids, and I was single-handedly managing everything from packing, customer care, shipping, and even social media management. But it soon it soon became impossible for me to handle everything alone. So that's how our team started to grow. From a team of 1, we are now a team of 30 plus. We have our own in-house media production team, content creators, and digital marketers. I'm truly grateful to God for this journey, and I'm so blessed to be sharing space in the Indian skincare market. Beauty Barn is an e-commerce platform. I'm sure if in case some of you don't know, Beauty Barn is an e-commerce platform dealing exclusively with Korean skincare and beauty products. We are the importers, and we have about 15 Korean skincare, more than 15 brands that are well-known globally working with us today. It's not been an easy journey. There has been so much sweat and tears, and being an entrepreneur, you have to live and breathe your business 24/7. So you have to be truly passionate about whatever you're doing. I remember, I had my third child in March 2018, and I was back to work, packing and shipping out orders a week right after giving birth. So my mom would sometimes call me and scold me and say, you need to get rest. You just gave birth. But I was really passionate about the journey, and so I loved every minute of working and every minute of being an entrepreneur. So today, looking back on the journey, I asked myself, what are the turning points or the aha moments in my life that helped me to grow to where I am today. And today I wanted to share with you all 3 things. Number 1, I took charge of my life. I made a vow to be 100% responsible for where my life turns out to be. I owned my success and my failures. Number 2, I invested in my learning. I don't have any background in marketing, business, and I never had any work experience. I have 0 work experience. But I committed to educating myself in the areas that I wanted to grow. So I think it's we are like, just like the way we update our phones, I think it's very important to update and upgrade ourselves and invest in our education. So I think it's very important to continually educate yourself. If you feel like you're stuck today, list down the areas that you want to grow and take time to learn. I think we live in a world where there's information overload. So there's plenty of free resources that you can learn from. So start learning and invest in yourself. Lastly, I'm no financial expert, but whatever you earn, I think it's important to save a part of it. We all have to start somewhere. I started from ground zero. I started as a home-based business. And in the initials, when I was starting out, I had to cut down all my liabilities and all the expenses, and I had to keep reinvesting in the business to grow.